10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Nightmare.
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to bat.
Morphling.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
VODS.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, Pycat, let's get out of the way. Are they speaking out of their arse, or does Team Secret's draft look better? No, I am muted. There we go. I'm here. Hello. Alright, get out of the way, Pycat. Important question to ask here. Are they right? Is Team Secret stronger, or are these lads talking out their arse? That's kind of interesting. You realize, like, yeah, this is secret, and there was that kind of counter side that was given on the panel, right? It's like, yeah, but this is also MUDGOLEMS, and we've seen that this is a team that's running away with the game from the lanes. Like, did these look like the type of lane matchups that should come out favorably for MUDGOLEMS across the board?
Whoops.
Yes, I just did that.
Do you think Secret are looking at it from the other angle is like, okay, yeah, Nisha might have a bit of a harder game, but this mid lane, like, does this feel better for Lone Druid as a result? Okay. Well, it looks like we've got a little bit of pause, some technical issues to work out. You know, I like to just imagine different things as they're talking about smart things in the draft. And you know, I've been watching a lot of Gordon Ramsay videos recently, and I looked at the MUDGOLEMS draft. I was like, oh yeah, this is like a very simple one. So it's like, you know, Void, he throws down his chrono. That's you wrapping the chicken in plastic to poach it. All right. Phoenix is giving the blaze in. He's cooking it, and then the green heroes are just like throwing the basil on, and then I don't know what Void Spirit is. I kind of like lost my train of thought as I realized I need to think about Dota. Yeah, I'm just like, you have to throw bad. I was like, oh man, because otherwise it's just like green chicken, and they're like, well, now we've got a problem. The dish is not going to be complete.
This pleases me to no end. This pleases me to no end.
Oh, okay. Because you can have basil, you can have thyme, and you can have like rosemary. So like, there's enough green. But then Void Spirit at the end. I mean, like maybe he's just like the master chef, you know? Like he looks wise. He looks like he can cook well. He's the chef. He's just that pretty garnish that you don't eat, right? It's like it's nice for presentation. And then when you look at Team Secret, I mean, they've already screwed up because they're trying to cook with bear. So doesn't work.
30 seconds to battle.
I sense
Bit gamey.
distortions in the I sense distortions.
We're just seeing them actually scout the lanes as we start this out. I think the other thing to kind of highlight here is like Secret. There is some kind of greedy elements that can be exploited here, right? Because you have gone for this Mag 5, whereas the thing that MUDGOLEMS have going their way is their POS 4 is a very active support.
The battle begins.
He's running. I mean, that's pretty much all he's doing at this point. And it's kind of the fact of what you're up against, right? Because you're up against the Viper. This is a hero that isn't really greedy. It's like, haha, me beat you on lane, and then we'll see what happens from there. I guess the one we're really going to be thinking about is like this mid lane, because you know, I feel as if when you look at Team Secret, it's not, oh, this Lone Druid gets a good start, he roams around the map, he ganks a lot. It's like, no, he just starts demolishing towers, and that gives Nisha space. Whereas Varanya is going to be the playmaker for MUDGOLEMS as well. I feel like the hero... What? There's no rust here. They love Lone Druid. Always pick Lone Druid. That's true. I think Poppy, I think Tito's Poppy was the one who's played the most. I think it's 44 games. Only one mag, though.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
You feel like Lone Druid is kind of an easy hero to exploit in your drafts if you have a Lone Druid picker, because like you said, we don't really see it much. It's not like every team needs a Lone Druid picker. It's not like what Faceless Void is right now or what like Void Spirit is right now. Yeah, it's more like when I'm thinking like specialist type heroes, right? You get things like Meepo, Broodmother, etc. It feels like if you are going to draft it, you have to tailor your draft and make sure that you carve certain things. I wonder if like in those type of heroes, Lone Druid is different in that it's not as easy to counter, right? There's not like this pinnacle counter to Lone Druid compared to like a Meepo or a Broodmother.
Your anger is useless here.
All right, we are having a slow start to this game, and because we just hit past 3-2-2, it's important to just put a bet now on who we think is going to die first in this game. So you think Morph's going to be the first one to die this game? That was the bet, Pycat. You got to choose. Yeah. You like point and then you click your finger and they're done. Oh, yeah, that's looking bad for 33. Nisha was almost too low on the health. Now. But you weren't far off because Fada goes down immediately afterwards in the bot lane. You almost had it. See, I chose not to bet at all. Meanwhile, oh, they caught another one. Land on the top, no escape. Now, I feel like we just need to go rewind the footage, take out all that stuff we said about greed and oh my god. All right. They even get the foot. So we'll just take out everything we said about Secret's lineup being kind of greedy because that doesn't seem to matter anymore. Yeah.
That should help.
And then let's not even get started on top. Here's one of the potential weaknesses because you don't really tend to rush for boots. Now they're trying to punish them more, but nice shift by Nisha. A little bit too quick with the fingers, no chance. And he's always friend like this. Puppy drags him under the tower again. And it's looking bad. While that's happening in the bot lane, Fada is going to go down. They do get 33. Skit's not able to get any vengeance here. So Secret just aggressing incredibly hard against Mudgolems. That's concerning because we said when you compare these two drafts, you could see Mudgolems are the ones who should be able to be bringing it to Secret. And the only thing they're bringing so far is their asses under tier 1 towers. A little bit too early.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it's more the early waves as well, right? Because now he's got 11 denies, and those CS advantage that came out for 33 were the first few waves, and it's kind of a question of whether he can keep that going now. preferably without giving over more deaths.
Vanished, but not gone.
They go mid. Oh, they need to be quick. Oh, just in time, the true form didn't go off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh no. Oh no. Poppy will just block off his escape. And he shall stand his ground as they get him again.
Dissolve you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Return to your lands.
Yeah, and you kind of have to fix VOD3's games. I wouldn't really say Viper's that type of hero you look and go, okay, he'll be relevant further down the line. It is usually about bullying the lane and then kind of snowballing from there.
Double damage.
Baranya just being pressured. I should hope so. Makes me wonder what Milan's like to go for in this game, because usually, of course, that's the type of item you want your Earth Spirit grabbing, but obviously they want it as quick as possible against the Morphling and Lone Druid. Yeah. It's more like, when I think of Earth Spirit, right, if you were to like break down the items he builds, he's probably the one that's kind of feels most limited, because it's always Spirit Vessel. Whereas, you know, Phoenix has... Yeah, I was going to say, like, Phoenix, for example, now has Yules and Meteor Hammer, which is quite popular these days still. Maybe someone like a... I could maybe see a Veil for that team, actually. They have a lot of magical damage.
Radiant are scanning.
Yep. And with the smoke, he's going to go for some heads in the bot lane. There's a ward here, but the smoke hasn't broken, so I'm not sure if they're fully aware. Yam's a little bit hesitant as they realize there's no one shown in the mid lane. Baranya does see his opportunity to jump in on the Rubik, run him down, but how many heroes rotating? You were looking for the offlaner as well, but Zai is far too far back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And the pressure really is on MUDGOLEMS, right? Like, yeah, you've got this Faceless Void. Yeah, you've got this big ultimate combos later on. But we already mentioned Team Secret's draft is scary. They'll get a lot of farms using the Magnus. Like, you don't really want to be going into that late game scenario against this combo. It's more about trying to kind of, you know, posture your flag on their side of the map for the first 20 minutes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's the effectivity of your toolkit with the gold influx, right? Like, if you look at a Morphling, you go, there's not really a small item you get. You know, you're looking at like 5k items. Nice little pick off in the mid lanes. They do bring down Poppy. Problem is, the catapult already got taken out, so they don't really have any way of trying to pressure this tower now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, there is pressure coming from a Timberman as they actually keep the Kai alive, and with the bear here, they'll probably get this tier 1.
Tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh.
Radiant's top
Zai's...
tower is under attack.
No. That's the thing. I mean, he did throw out the stomp, so I feel a little bit confident, but they were definitely looking for the lone druid. Problem was, it was too obvious. So far, it just feels like MUDGOLEM's kind of shifting around the map, looking for these, you know, valuable pickoffs, and every time settling for next to nothing.
Rest easy, child. Didn't want that. Harm ensued.
Yeah, there is a worry this is too slow of a way to play. He's trying to time walk away, can't lift. Now he gets it off, able to move away. Stampede now going to run out. Yapsor trying to move away. Has got the dissimulate. Rolling from Milan will be off the mark. Follow through slots though, and silence is good. But with the bear here, there's no follow-up. They have to back away. They don't even get the kill on Yapsor. They do in the end. As 33 moves across. They brought a lot of heroes here though. They know they need more out of this. Skidder has got that Chrono still to play with, but Zai is not the target. Man, now in trouble. I think he's obsessing on the big one, right? Like, I need 3 heroes, maybe 4 heroes. It looked like he was panicking when he just about got away with that time walk after the lift, right? As a result, punishments will be had. Bala's going to be able to move away, but this tower is definitely going down now. While that's happening in the mid lane, Venetian with 2 man here, they might lose the tier 1 in the mid. Unless they finally are ready to commit a chrono. Rolling. They're crossing out. Morphling control. Good kill.
You cannot escape that which is all around you.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of the more regular things that I see whenever Matsu's on the lone druid. Is he does seem to favor the MKB more often than not, and it's good in this game, especially against like the Void Spirit, right? Like Resonant Pulse, you're kind of giving yourself a secondary form of damage to go around that, chip away a little bit faster, a little bit more than magical, should we say?
Time is money.
Room-wise, looks like it will actually go in favor of Secret as they've managed to join 3 of those. And they are building a noticeable lead now at 4,000 gold at just 15 minutes in.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, it's like you could empower the bear, but it's not really going to accelerate the farm rate that much. Reveals it. They force out the egg very early. Skidder, he doesn't have a chrono target. I mean, I guess they were very paranoid. No, but now with no egg, all of a sudden you have to just vacate the area. I mean, yes, you have this chrono, but now big sizable chunky damage in it is gone. Hero is still posturing. It's just Zai. He knows. He's so confident right now. He can stand here. But it's just frustrating. The Roland's going to be there, though. Silence as well. They're trying to get shots of damage. Remnant dragging it back in. They don't want to commit any big spells. They're going to force out the Stampede, speaking of big spells. But the Astral steps through. They'll bring him low. Final hit should come out. Zai does go down to Piranha. That should be his ag now complete. as he reveals it in that fight. And with that, you might just see them start to get more aggressive because finally they have tools to play off. I think 33 now has the ATOS on the way as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's just a case of you need a convincing fight to even get a tower, right? Because that's one big weakness in MUDGOLEM's draft. They don't have any great way of hitting towers right now. The force of fights right now. Chrono interrupts the RP from Magnus, but Morphling's already shifted up. RP will try and zone them away. There's the RP, and he'll go for the TP out, which will be interrupted by the ATOS. But Chrono for a pos 5's RP and saving the life of Nisha, he'll be happy with that. Nisha is quite the hunt attempt. But Timberman goes down the mid lane. In the meantime, the egg does go off, zoning away Zai. I mean, Nisha just seems to want to try and slow down Skitter's farm any way he can see his Battle Fury. It was kind of a weird posture.
Middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
But finally, they can actually hit on this tower. Like, getting rid of this tier 1 tower is going to be big as well, because then it's going to be very easy for Piranha to move across the map and just keep these gangs going now that he has the Ags online.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No, that's kind of the interesting part, because we thought that would be kind of the lane that would be doing the best for Secret. Then again, we didn't expect those kills to happen top early on. Speaking of kills, Milan caught out, surrounded on all sides. There's no escape for him there. But that was the Stampede. It is indeed. Well, once again, that was the Stampede to get the kill on the Earth Spirit. If they can get the tower off this, they'll be happy with that, though. Looks like there's nothing you can do to stop that.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Feels less good if you get caught in this bot lane. They're able to blink away in time, though, and they will probably realize there has to be at least 2 heroes, if not more, here for Milan to be making those sort of rolls.
Dire are scanning.
It's just a matter of what's going to happen, you know, before you have that next item after the Battle Fury, right? Like, can Secret apply more pressure? Pressure being applied top by Fada. Gets punished for it. He's just trying to shuffle about these lanes and he gets caught out. Nice the blink reveal. And RP. Still, should deter MUDGOLEMS from fighting for at least half a minute until the bird is back up, so they then have that chrono combo.
Invisibility.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? The way they're doing this as well is they're kind of anticipating where MUDGOLEMS wants to go, getting there ahead of time, and then finding that kind of casual pick-off. And then that stunts the movement by MUDGOLEMS by, even if it's just 30 seconds to a minute, it feels like a lot of time. Because, you know, you look at the difference in tower taking, right? Only one tower taking, this will be the second one MUDGOLEMS take, but they need to shrink this map at this point.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Okay. I mean, Father gets the egg off. Chrono's going to go down as well. Mistake's been made. They can't finish off Zai. He's one more hit and he'll get it just in time. But they still lose Superman and Yapzor, and Zai's going to join him. A little bit of miscommunication there as Yapzor threw the target outside of Zai's stomp.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, we said someone were taking a break. Maybe they took too long a break, because usually Yapzor and Zai, they're the ones that are so in sync, right? Like, you kind of get that when you're in the same team for a long time, is that you almost like feel what the other person is doing. And I kind of identified what Secret's plan is at this point, right? Like, you know, you do it once, okay, it could just be a fluke. Twice, you try and kill Fada. Now they understand that Fada is their key target, right? They feel like if MUDGOLEMS don't have this bird, they cannot fight at all. So maybe you can use that to your advantage and kind of like dangle him more easily now, especially with him almost having the level 2 egg.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't know. Does look tasty. He'll move away. I don't think that's what set him off. Is like he looked at the map. He's like, okay, it's a bit suspicious. No one's about. But more importantly, Fada's next to me. No, they like killing Fada. I'll go to the other side of the map. Whoopsie though. Oh, they're moving close. No chrono for 40 though. They have got the egg. Buyback comes out from Earth Spirit. It's getting low. Remnant scouts out quickly what's happening here. And Earth Spirit's core is in the pit. So they know exactly. They're going to force them out. And this will work against Team Secret, because that means the chrono is going to be up very soon. They will smoke.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Timberman just trying to poke it up with a bear, but bear being on half HP doesn't make him feel comfortable. No bear, still for 30 seconds. Instead, Skidder goes in. This ball, RP, no, it's a whip! He misses! Magnetite's gonna go down, Milan's gonna lift it up. He'll be pushed down in the end, but he gets a lot of damage out first. They do pick up the Aegis, and they force out the Stampede, stunning the Morphling and getting out with only one loss. And now they'll find more kills. Magnet's gonna be brought down. They'll turn around, bring Fada down in response. Orania is stunned up, but he's free tanking in the meantime. Trying to get through him, the root's gonna come out. It's enough to get him down. 33 will use the ATOS, commits to trying to just pressure Morphling, but needs to retreat now. It's going to be chased on in the meantime. Skidder trying to retreat. It's going to be stunned up. They turn on the Viper, but realize the easy target is the Void. They'll bring him down once, and when he comes up, he's not going to be happy. They've got the stomp available. It's going to be the Aegis and his life. Is he going to go down for the second time?
In my dreams.
Maybe next time. That should help.
He is, but now with the way that second half of that fight went, he's not going to be able to play as confident not having the Aegis. And it means the Secret, yeah, they had a few casualties at that pit, but they can immediately just go back to pressuring your side of the map again. Means you have to try and choose your location to fire around, try and actually use those choke points to your advantage, so he can't really stick with his team and take out the egg. But that means you have to try and find the area to dictate terms on, and that means you have to somehow find a way of injecting towards Secret side of the map and catching them off guard. Wonder if there's going to be a smoke coming out. Yeah, they got one on Milan, and it looks like the BKB is quite a bit off. You might even see Secret be the ones that jump first at this rate. They just picked up the BKB on Nisha.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's
Trying to think of like Heaven's
tower
Halberd
is
feels
under
pretty good in
attack.
this game, maybe. Just tanks you up more, gets rid of some of the
Radiant's
deeps.
bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's true. And they're going to have some more sustain at this rate as well, because VO3 is kind of diversifying the build. I thought maybe he'd kind of go more into the right click with his Dragon Lance, but he's going towards the mech next. Roll in. Lan actually commits to this. It's going to be lifted up, and now he's going to turn around onto Nisha. I don't play her for, he says. Doesn't matter though.
Radiant's bottom
He's able to play
tower
this
is
up
under
for
attack.
find pick off on Milan, get a little bit too aggressive there. I'm not really sure what the plan was. No, it felt like when you saw the Sunray done 0 damage to Zai, that's maybe the moment to say, not really the greatest kills. No, let's let them be.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Going towards the MKB next. We see it so often. He just needs as much damage as he can get inside these chronos. You really do need the max impact of big ults now. Morph gets caught, but able to start morphing up. Still let the tower go.
Radiant's
Only
middle
one
tower
out of
has
tower
fallen.
remaining for the side of MUDGOLEMS. The map is starting to feel pretty small.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Problem is getting that ideal team fight, right? Like we've seen Secret, they have this way of bobbing in and out of the fights. It's getting a little bit annoying to deal with.
Dire are scanning.
No, it seems the best thing they can do is just kind of split the map a bit, maybe force Secret back to their side of the map while they look to the next items. Because it does feel like if you're Scare in this game, yeah, you got this BKB, yeah, you need Battle Fury. You really feel like you need that MKB before you're ready to fight though. Or someone else to get some sort of
Dire's
big
top
power
tower
spike.
is
But
under
when I
attack.
look at the items being built by MUDGOLEM's heroes, it's really, Scare's the one that's going to bring the damage. No one else is able to scale like he's going to be able to. Yeah, once he reaches God mode, that's a different matter. But for a long time, you walk this awkward teeter-totter, right? Where, okay, the chrono isn't good enough. Not only do we lose the fight, we'll probably lose the follow-up one as well.
Looking fine. My path leads to riches.
It does feel quite regressional. It's not like you could have rushed the BKB for a different outcome because you are still up against the Magnus RP. Trying to kill the bear, not able to do so though. And they need to be careful if they pursue this too far, it might backfire. Nisha is in the neighborhood. Bear is going to be brought down. The damage on the Skidder though is going to be brought low. Nice remnant to interrupt, but it's not enough. They're going to lose Skidder down for 70 seconds. They need to retreat, cut and run, give them whoever they want. Father's going to be left behind as well. Big mistakes made by MUDGOLEMs. Maybe that's all the casualties they get, but the RP is going to come out. 33 gets caught as well. Nice yours to interrupt the Morphling, but 33 is so slow, he will not be able to move away.
Radiant's middle
You just gave him the
tower
keys to your
is under
base.
attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They might lose more. Sans to buy some time. Will allow him to get away, you think, but nope. The Remnant was there to drag him into his death. They forced the buyback out of 33, but what for? What do you do here? You just watch your base die. It's going to be 2 lanes and even more gold from those kills going in the pocket of Team Secret. And you still have no chrono available for 10 seconds. You just get still being dead.
Radiant's bottom.
Oh no, these lifts, Sparta. Uh-oh. Well, luckily for MUDGOLEMS, there's not much of their base left here for Team Secret to hang around for. Because that's the type of kill that would have led to another tower or something. Yeah, but the way that Secret's playing this, we might be waiting until next game for that type of team fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
No, this is not the confidence we saw in ESL. Cash on the side, but what's that for really? Spirit is going to get caught out, fizzled up, and killed by the bear. They did use the stampede, but they don't care. He's just going to go in. BKB gets activated. Buyback gets forced out of the Spirit. Nisha waveform forward. Look at the target. Sees Sparta. Gets him low, but not able to finish him off. Alive on 50 HP. Bud will live to fight another day. But the other flappy creature on the side of MUDGOLEMS isn't so lucky. They lose 33. And he's still got buyback on cooldown. RP's going to come up to interrupt the fight. Egg's going to go down, but it's pretty defensive. Varane will be wailed away on. He's going to fall. Yeah, the egg goes off, but for what? Varane with the buyback. He's going to go. Now he's going to go for the chrono with the BKB. Able to bring down low, but no, the save out from Yapsor. Saves today. Skidder has to run away. And for what? They're coming for you. They're coming for their base. They're coming for everything. Dragback will be there. Nice Revenant stop. Needs to get on top of him, but the jump is going to be there. Zai interrupts, use the stomp, but the dragback is there on the Skidder, and no easy escape. Zai gets the double stun out. The Fada will bring him down. Varane able to move away, but without Skidder for 70 seconds, the rest of your base is going the same way as 3 heroes from MUDGOLEMS. They call GG.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. The Team Secret victory. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Faceless Void.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Tide Hunter.
Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Storm Spirit.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Dragon Knight.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Anti-mage.
Choose your hero.
You know, that panel was so wonderful. They give us so many wise points to pivot off of by Cat. So I have to choose one, and it's the most important
Prepare
one.
for battle.
Do we need ragdoll physics in Dota? Yeah. Yeah, because they run ragdoll physics on like Snap Fire when you like pew someone in, you spit them in, right? So they flail around. That's ragdoll. Yeah. Okay. Okay, would you like to see, hear me out, Dota Fall Guys Edition?
In strength is victory.
That would probably like revive Fall Guys, actually. You know, they just steal our players. These. They don't have the competitive variability that our beautiful game here does. As you know, we can see. Oh, go ahead. Ooh.
The battle begins.
See, I love that kind of difference, right? It's because, you know, T, Lacoste, they look at it from these different approaches. Then we come across you, and all, like, most of your analysis was, let's focus on the carries, which I love. It's like a different approach. Like, well, this is a great anti-mage game. Then you look at across the immediately other side, and you're like, Skit is going to have a rough game. And then we can't overlook how awkward his game looked last time, right? Where these chronos were not really there. The panel did highlight that maybe there's a little bit less pressure because now the DP can kind of be like, hey, everyone initiate on me, and then we'll have a chrono to kill you. Like, do you think that's going to be a big enough difference here to maybe give MUDGOLEMS a shot? I feel like there's a lot of pressure on Milan to like be on point with these relocate ganks as the game goes on as well. Because the weird thing about MUDGOLEMS is I'd say the draft was a little bit immobile. You know, obviously last game they had a Viper, so it's kind of like really in comparison KP. But when you look at the Heroes of Secret, right, they're going to have this long range initiation that Puppy will have as the game goes on. They've got a Storm Spirit, they've got an anti-mage. Like, how do you keep consistently catching these heroes out? Yeah. You feel like they also maybe have like they have an easier time like getting to their full potential, shall we say, right? Like I'm not gonna say this is a free Storm Spirit game, but like you don't feel incredibly pressured, I want to say. Thanks, Lacoste. Oh? Tell us. Sammy, stop! We love you, Kuro! If you want to see the rest of the forts, you'll have to tune in to the panel where they'll go over that. Alright, well, back to the Dots. So far, lane's looking pretty good for at least 2 of Secret members. I mean, you said this is a great anti-mage game. I'm assuming you didn't mean like the first few levels, though, to cover your ass on his bad CS.
Double damage.
That's fine.
My thanks.
They couldn't grab the DD for Nisha. He also had to pick it up himself. And obviously, you don't really have any kill potential as a Rubik against a Dragon Knight once you have that DD. But at least they're keeping the pressure on Baranya. Like, you're not usually expecting a DK to be behind this early in CS, I want to say. But this just seems to be the power of Storm Spirit these days. So you have to multiply the power. Multiplicative or add? Okay, that's scary to me. Because
That should help.
I mean, this could have been scary either way, right? Because the panel were kind of suspecting that this might be a Snapfire mid as well. He's definitely one of these kind of scary heroes. But that has Anisha. Speaking of scary, there's a scary dragon. And he has found Yapsor randomly looming around the room. So first blood finally drawn. Not really the most entertaining first blood. That was just showing how kind of ridiculous IO can be these days with the overcharge. The Ugmi hit fast. Yeah, of course, the big combo we see time and time again at the moment is, you know, Slardar is an obvious one. It's not too bad with the DP, mind you, though. Like, having such a high damage, your right clicks will be felt by the anti-mage in the early phases.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, he's invis. They don't have a clue. They'll feel too confident as well because they have this observer ward down. Which means it should be easy pickings. They just want to get rid of the eye first, really, here. Instead, they're actually on the 33. They'll drag him in. Cookie straight on top of his face, and they'll blast him down. They'll go for more. They realize Milan has no creep wave. Yep. They'll buy a little bit more time, wasting time in Nisha, but the problem is with Yapsil sitting mid, it's not even an opportunity for Varanya to hit onto the tower. It's also very easy for Secret to play as 4 with the start they're getting on these 2 cores, right? Like, you think of 2 that could kind of, you know, carry that space creation in the mid game. A Storm Spirit and a Tide Hunter should tick that box. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, free Courier. He's like, well, I came for the stack, so I'll leave the Courier. The clap helping out a little bit, but they just can't deal with the Tide. They just let him be. They at least get some of the gold in the pocket of the DK instead. Oh, and oh no, Yapsil. No. He's like, no, I will get it. Once again, double damage, Rubik. Not exactly that impressive, but at least it's not in the hands of the DK. Nisha will only be a little bit sad though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's more you don't really have the best form of cheap initiation, right? Like when you look at how Mudgolem start a fight, it's like chrono or like a good reload, and they really are missing that cheap, easy way to like try and stun and pick off someone. While when you look at the side of Secret, it's very simple because of this pesky Storm Spirit. It's like, oh, well, he'll just ball lightning in. No big cooldown used to try and snipe the support.
I'm over here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hunting again. And he has got the chrono. Yep, and they're going to commit it. Exorcism as well. They're going to move around the trees and move on top. DJ's on the other side of the chrono. The Ravage is going to buy enough time to break away, though, and they'll be happy with that trade. You force these rotations, and it kind of felt awkward when you trapped them on that side of the chrono. Like, how are you ever going to get the damage on top of them?
Scanning. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
There was an upside, though. Varanya was able to get that mid tower out of it. So, Mudgolem fans had something out of that in the end. A lot of heroes dancing around the runes at this point. Yapsil being chased onto, but the lift buys enough time. He has to leave the rune behind is the problem. As you said, AM now has a completely free lane. All the attention is being dragged around this top area, and I wonder if maybe Mudgolem's gonna kind of bait themselves into now trying to pressure Zai now that there's no Ravage threat, which feels like it could be a big mistake if so.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Yup, smoked up, moving in. Poppy has his 6, so they've got the kisses, and they want to
Dire's top tower is
give a
under
kiss farewell to 33. As they'll drag him in, burn him down. At least they'll get this tower as well. I think the big concerning thing here is that because they haven't forced the AM out this early, Nisha's very close to this Orchid. Once he has the Orchid complete, he's out of the jungle, and that just frees up all that space for AM. And Matumba Man, I mean, he's only got one component left. 1,200 gold, and the Battle Fury is complete. Actually keeping in the defender. Most of the damage is done. Varanya will use the blink. I'm not really sure if that's the way you want to start using that blink, though. At least they stopped the tower push, but now that means you've rotated heroes here. There might be a move top. Ravage comes out. Egg is there in time, but it's a level 1 egg, and no one's attack speed has been slowed down. They'll be able to bring him down 33. Going to be poked and prodded at. They forced out the X's and look to back away. They're going to drag him in, which will allow Zai now to TP out. There's no way to stop Nisha. Once again, in this top lane, MUDGOLEMs forced to use their ultimates a little bit inefficiently. And Matumba Man, ooh, not the one he wanted. He was trying to stun off Milan. If he catches him there, it's maybe a kill, but he doesn't even feel the pressure anymore. He's got the brief fire as well. It's a decent amount of damage, but you have to kill Io. I think they're just trying to keep it shoved out right now. Like, you've got an AM by comparison as your core down here, right? You don't really want to fight. And I feel like MUDGOLEMs with no egg, they can't get too cocky either, right?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the important difference between game 1 and 2 here is like MUDGOLEMs more present, and with the ability to press these towers early, they have a way of like getting into secret side of the map, of making anti-mage's life hard in this game, which was a little bit lacking by comparison to the last game, where they couldn't ever get on secret side of the map.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Needs to be careful about how he shows on mid here. I mean, they do have the Orchid. Skira's nearby with the Chrono, but you know he's not going to hang around for too long. He wants to hit creeps. That's the problem. Although, MUDGOLEMs, if they do force a fight here, you know, you have got the Io that can reload in this Dragon Knight, so you could easily outnumber Secret, especially now that Zai's showing bot like this. It seems like both teams are just going to end the status quo period here. No fights needed, we just farm. I say that. Straight away, Secret on the smoke. I mean, they got this Orchid, they got a DD. If there was any time to kill someone, it's now. Varanya's Dragon Form just ran out. DD. Nice blink away. They used the kisses as well. They'll go for the ball. They will at least find Milan. They'll bring him down. But that reveal, that ultimate, you were looking for something a little bit bigger than the broken heart of an Io. Now there's a turnaround. Bo3 looking to move into this area. I mean, you have to vacate, and the problem is, like, Nisha doesn't have much mana left, and he doesn't even have a TP. Nashel says bye. But they're too slow. Is this kind of the limit that we may be discussing with mobility factors and how it works for MUDGOLEMs? Are they really kind of shackled to this IO to give them that catch when Team Secret makes those type of plays?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh no! Oh no! He gets out of the Chrono in time. The Dragon Tail didn't last long enough. And he'll just walk over to Zai and say, "Protect me, Papa Tidehunter." This is a desperate attempt at a kill now. The problem is, if he takes too long, and he does have a mech, because reinforcements could arrive. He has got the Ravage, but they don't have any kisses, so he won't use his ultimate Zai. He'll just try and walk this off. Got the Guardian Greaves as well, but of course, you already used the mech heal. But with the Exorcism committed there, as Mud Golems, you're sitting in the mid lane now going, well, what's the move? What do we do with this?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rania. Just trying to keep pressure on the Matumba, man. There's no kill threat anymore. Not with the way that played out in the Radiant jungle. One thing I will give him credit for, something you highlighted in the first game, is they're at least playing with confidence this time. It's not like they're holding on to that chrono until, you know, the sun sets. But maybe a little bit too confident this time. As a result of the way that plays out, Chrono still on cooldown for 40, but because Zai has this Ravage because he held on to it, you're going to have to back up and let him have this tower.
Structures are fortified.
Oh, while that's happening, Matumba Man just continues to farm. He's getting close to having that man sign. He has surpassed Skidder on his Faceless Void now, who is getting closer to the Battle Fury, but you know, there is going to be that race that will surely should be won by the Anti-Mage in terms of farm rate.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they're going to block it out into trouble and trying to sustain him through this, but the Ravage will connect on the two. The damage is way too much. They burst through them in time. And even with the TP and Baranya now kind of stands here, not sure what else he can do. He needs to be careful himself. Quick and clean from Secret. No hesitation there. Get Void off the map and ensure that that farm lead we were talking about is going to be even bigger from Matumba Man. Oh. I'm looking at Secret, a specific member of Secret right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Zai's basically looked at this and gone, "Don't puppy the gold. It's like a really expensive blink dagger. But, you know, it's Snapfire Ag, so we definitely want that." And that's kind of the thing, right? Like, as a Tide, yeah, you could be on the blink. He has queued it up next, but this is going to give you that free form of initiation where you just get in and Ravage. And even though he is going for that blink, he could maybe still change it up if he sees as a better item.
I'm over here.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way they evolve the kind of style of playing the game, right? Like at first it was Yapso and Zai playing this kind of 3.5 each. Now Poppy's in the mix. It really makes me question like how you innovate it further, because There's no one else further down the net worth chain left to give a slice of the pie to at that point. Jesus. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It just reverses, right? Puppy is like, well, step over, Matsumba man. You better buy wards. I've got this, buddy. Not those sentries, though. Those sentries get mighty expensive if you don't know where your deep ward. They want that Roche badly. They are just going to immediately hit that. This surprises me a little. I guess they're like, okay, no one's going to expect that this is happening right now. They're right. Team Secret have no clue that this is going on. They're paranoid.
To the dire.
Like right now, I just love to see the Secret expression. Like, oh, okay, that kind of happened. Because you're right, you had Storm in the bot lane hiding in the trees. You had Anti-Mage in the top. They were both expecting a gank on them. Also, the itemization. He's going for this Orchid, and it makes sense when you look at what Nisha's doing, right? He's already started to commit towards his Bloodstone, so it's not like he's going Orchid BKB, as we see quite often on Storms.
Glorious thanks.
Anti-Mage will be ready to start fighting soon. You can see he's going towards the Bastion next. That's when you can kind of start to get involved in this skirmishes a bit more. It's just about, in this next few minutes, now that MUDGOLEM's got their hands on this Aegis, like, what is the plan? Is this just, we'll treat this as a farming Aegis? Can you afford to get into that farming race? Or do you need to start kind of, you know, pressuring on the Secret side of the map? They get him with the chrono. Relo in as well. Everything but the kitchen sink to kill off the anti-mage. It works. That was at least able to TP away. They can't stop him. And that was close, actually. Puppy came very close to breaking that smoke as they moved in there. This is bold. Yep, BKB gets out of it. Now Nisha's screwed. Right clicks her. Especially when you start like this, he's just gone. Cocky move, backfires quickly, and now Zai. He's stuck holding the responsibility of what follows next, which is another death. All the cores of Secret down. Exorcism used in the mid lane with the Dragon Form. Now they can move into the towers.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh.
Radiant's
Deeper. Deeper. Kisses. And I get this feeling Puppy's not sure which one he wants to try and kill anymore.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Love to see some stats on that one. That felt like quite a big swing this early on in the game. I mean, I say early, it's 25 minutes in, but they're Secret. Usually the thing we always say is even when they take bad fights, there's this acceleration that's happening elsewhere. But that just felt like, you know, the Congo line of death from the cores. It makes sense. I mean, come on, Pycat. If they're all stunned, they can't stun you or control you. This is like snipers that build Daedalus in every slot in their inventory. And they say, if everyone's dead, I don't need defensive item. Wink. And it might work out for Secret. They just need to make sure they're all alive when they decide to test this Fury next. Rani, in the meantime, is going to be much harder, by the way. He's going towards that AC next. And with, you know, I feel like we're getting to a point where Milan might just look and go, Skidder, you're not my overcharge bro anymore. This Dragon Boy here, that's going to be our machine gun in this late game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, there's the AM, right? Like,
Radiant
that's the thing. Snap's good for like level 1, 2 egg. Then it's kind of Then you're going, okay, is it the AM or the Storm's job? And I don't feel like Matsuma Man wants to be standing there hitting the egg in the middle of this anarchy, because if they've got Chrono or if there's a Dragon Tail available, you might be in a lot of trouble.
Dire are scanning.
It just feels like because you got this Storm and this Anti-Mage who, for the last several minutes, it feels like they're playing the same style, right? Which usually you see it from Anti-Mage. They just want to split push and draw attention across the map. Now we're just seeing both of them be paranoid a lot of the time because of like, where is MUDGOLEMS? Are they coming the tree line right now? Can they burst me from 100% to 0? They've done it already once or twice before. Puppy. Well, at least it's a support dying for this split push. Die nonetheless he will. The poor little dragon tamer goes to an early grave. Now Zai's going to move to the top. Just try and force them back and forth, I guess. Oh. They thought they were going to catch Matsuma Man here with this ward. You know, normal anti-mage behavior. Leave no creep untouched. But looks like Matsu is, you know, carry senses with tingling. He's like, that is bait right there. I'm not fighting. Dodges what should have maybe been a short death there. And now you can maybe try and push on this top lane a little bit. Oh. Yaps. Oh, Yapsul. He gets away with it, and he forces out the relocate. Now in the top lane they go, and they find the corner far. They'll look to retreat now, and Zai does have that blink, so he can escape into the tree line. And obviously another hero here always has blink, as they'll get away. And it looks like they're just playing around at Benny Hills on MUDGOLEMS here. Oh. Okay. Right now, Milan's probably just checked himself for bullet holes there. He should probably be dead for all intents and purposes, but Nisha wasn't expecting an eye on the river there. He was just trying to yoink the runes, which means in 10 seconds, they will be at full fighting force. They have got their chrono, they have got their egg, and it isn't a level 3 egg, but with the combo done right, it could work. However, Secret has taken control of that high ground first. They are under vision, and they know about Matsuma Man. They're pinging it out right now. They don't know about the rest of this, though. They smoke up themselves. Branya goes in, blink forward, Dusty storms through. They're trying to go in. The lift's going to be there to disrupt it, but he's already touched. Now the Ravage goes out. Control is good. The kids follow up. They bring down the Phoenix, and now the control is there. With the Chrono going down. Trying to center on the enemy to bring him down quick enough. Drag control of the DK to make sure he can't assist. Matsuma Man gets out. Branya Man is trying to chase forward here. He needs that stun, but he can't get him. Matsuma Man, he gets the reflect. Is able to try and blink away. He gets out of this. He's able to escape. And on the other side of the fight, they will lose Zai. But Anti-Mage stays alive. Now Chrono on cooldown. Nisha's kind of free to do what he wants. Needs to be careful because the Orchid is coming off cooldown. They've got the net as well. Gassan's him instead. Reinforcement's going to arrive. Now Nisha in trouble. Buybacks in account for Sai in the meantime. Is there enough damage though? Yeah, Storm wants to help him out, but what can he do? He throws out the Dragon Tail, but it's too late. Storm is down. The reload is coming in. Now they're looking to pick off the supports. Dragon Tail comes out onto the Snapfire side, trying to zone them away with the Anchor Smash to reduce their damage. Means they do nothing right now, but Skidder comes in with the follow-up damage to bring down the Snapfire. Cookie forward to try and control Piranha. He will still die. Now Zai needs to be careful himself. Picking him out. He did buy back into this, and he might be the dieback as well. Dragon Tail is going to come out. Anchor Smash will reduce the damage. And this is just all wasted time. Automaton Man farms the Dire side of the map.
Dire's middle tower
But
is under
the
attack.
bad news is that Roche is almost an instant spawn here.
Dire are scanning.
Just what I've been waiting
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, and he's got to keep this going. Like, no. It is. They're moving away. They need to be careful because if you catch someone out here, it doesn't have that Chrono. Of course, there's no Ravage on the secret side, but they do have the Kisses and the Gobble to play around is the big thing here. The Skid has been spotted. Jump in, Lift's going to be there. Dragon Tail as well. A long stun. The damage might be done. He's trying to sustain through with the Sun Ray. It might actually save his life here. BKB gets activated. Activate stunned up the Timberman. Bursted through. Going to be brought down. The egg is committed, so Nisha now needs to run. But the first hit back, able to move away. Will not hesitate to go for the max zip into TP. But losing the anti-mage like that, ay caramba, Zai is also going to fall. There's no way out of this. Now he has the Ravage again, but why would you even use it? And this looks like an easy opportunity for MUDGOLEMS to go into the pit. Oh. Not only do they get the Roach for free, they might get someone else as well. Yapsel's gone in. They've thrown out the Kisses on the 33, but that means Yapsel's been sustaining him long enough that he's fine. And now you have no Kisses. And now you have no teammates, because they're also going to find Puppy. My, this is getting out of control quickly. I mean, MUDGOLEMS, they are very much in the driver's seat on this one.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, I know you wanted to see a defense by Nisha. Oh, pause that thought. Father. Scramble egg. You did want to see a BKB out of Nisha, but is this okay as a substitute? He's queued up the Lincolns instead. Getting a bit aggressive here. Big mistake. You don't have the defensive tool yet. Bloodstone is trying to heal him up. Reinforcements are coming, but the bashes are too hard from Skidder. Able to get away just in time.
Pay for thy life.
One more bash would have sealed the deal. Well, they did. And now they're going to go back in. Stun control on Piranha. Burn through all his mana. BKB gets activated. Now Nisha in trouble. He's going to burn out. The sword burn is too much. They turn around to Milan to try and force him away down to half HP. But reinforcements are coming. Fly back on Nisha. Ravage is used. Io brought low. They ping him. Trying to get through him quickly. He's still with the cheese as well. They're trying to force it out of him. Moving in with the bull lineup. The stun comes out to Nisha once more. And the damage is pretty high. Nice stun control coming out from Puppy to try and save the day. Will allow Nisha to back away. And the Dragon Tail does get dodged. Skidder is here once more though. No mana for the Chrono. But he can just bash them all to death. Because Puppy's going to be brought down. And yeah, you buy back on Vada for that. But I mean, you just brought back on Nisha. He's the biggest liability in the game now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's gone from God to something else, that's for sure. I mean, this build, I think I have to agree with you. The BKB, the amount of times we've watched now where he just stands in a fight silent and unable to move away is getting very horrifying for any secret fans.
Is under attack.
You're an anti-mage. You gotta do it, dude. We're just creating space for you. Oh no. And you know, you mentioned it, whether he goes to the MKB, he's going for his own butterfly.
Time is money.
You treat him like a bristleback, where you kill all his teammates first. The problem is, you know, in that kind of situation, usually the bristle isn't the most threatening target on the enemy team. This fella, however, is a nightmare. Oh. Yep, so. Yep, he's got the blink. No, and exactly. Even the DP at this point, you know, he's got the 400 health talent, so he's up at 2.6k. He's got the casual plate mail. There's not an easy breach target. Like, I want to say Io is the easiest one, but their Aeon Disc is now fully complete. Not so much.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they're just going to move in. They say, okay, what you got? Come defend. We see tier 4s. We club tier 4s. Still the Aegis for another minute. Want to put it to good use.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Repair kit low. Pulls up hits him. Mita's still split pushing.
Dire's top tower.
There's only so long you can do this though. Oh, Ravage. Not gonna go away. They're holding on to that.
Middle tower is under attack.
Now Kiss is in. Decent damage. Control's gonna try to burst through that first line. Can they get it quick enough on the back line? Stance gonna come out of the anti-mage. He has to run away. But they stand on top of him. They hunt for him. They see that the Superman is split from his team. You also buy enough time that Skidder can arrive with the Chrono straight away onto the AM space to bring him down. They do actually get the steal, so they now have a Chrono of their own. They have to somehow eliminate Skidder on the side of the fight and then make use of it. Now AM does not have buyback, but the way he just played, MUDGOLEMS don't realize it. They back up to actually push out the top lane. And secret, that is quite the gamble. They even get the Phoenix on the way out. He's got the spider legs, and they'll look the wrong way, so they will get away. And do you think maybe it's this kind of over-focus on the Chrono Man, right? Like, oh, BKB does nothing for me if I get chronoed. And they're thinking too much about that. They're too honed in on what Skidder does in these fights, as opposed to the other cores. Alright, now you thought MUDGOLEM's heroes were unkillable enough. They just got the whip the shackle. The other thing is, it's not even as if you've got this extra burst of damage coming out to supports, because you gave all that, we talked about all that gold they gave to their supports on Secret early on. And I just noticed something. Puppy is only level 13.
Radiant's
So
top
you haven't
tower
even got
has
like the
fallen.
level 3 kisses at this point. You know, you haven't got like your Snapfire dishing out the extra. That's got to be one of the lowest levels I've seen at 39 minutes into a game. You know, for anyone who's not playing Undying. Yeah, it's also the way they keep playing it, right? It's always Matumba Man, Nisha out on the lanes, which means there's only one lane left, and you're usually kind of staying far back because, well, we need all the damage we can get if MUDGOLEMs come to fight us right now, so we can't afford to let our supports get picked off easily.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Most heroes is like CC or damage choose, but he's choosing both. Yapsor with the lift coming out, stolen Chrono. That doesn't work on Skidder. Yeah, it stops Sparta, but I guess he's like, I want to make some play with this before it goes off cooldown. Yapsor just about gets away before he's found that tree line by Skidder. It feels like that type of play you're making to buy space, but then you look and you go, but I mean, at this stage, what are you buying the space for? Like Matumba Man, sure, he's not like fully slotted out, but you know the accelerating as much as you, and now some control onto the Dragon Knight, bring him low, they both through. They kill him. Baranya gone. The blink of an eye. We wondered how you deal with the DK. That's what you do. You become Dragon Slayers. And they move in. They see Fardo the first hit back. He gets the egg off. But what are you going to do? Chrono's going to go down. They actually look to get through the edge base quickly with the BKB. They got a lot of damage. It will be enough to fell Matumba Man. Pace forward. They'll even find Puppies. He tries to escape. The time dilation is too much, though, as it's a double kill for Skidder. This time, though, Anti-Mace does have buyback as they head towards the base. Yapsor is going to be found as well, so 3 members of Secret dead. Where they kind of confidently played into that, you know, I'm not sure if that was part of Secret's plan. I mean, they're going to buy back on 1 now. Roche is still not up for another minute. I don't know if that was like a big brain maneuver or if they just, you know, did not expect to get Chrono in the face that quickly.
Authority of will.
They are. I mean, that's the M.
Dire's turret has been killed.
No, it's not for 40 seconds, which means DK is going to be back. Well, they're going to try and force an engagement. They move in. Abyssal goes out. Farno is going to be brought down. Control's going to speed up. The follow-up done to do the ravage as well. Bursting through quickly. The kisses gets him low. He can't get the time walk off. He's dead. He buys back. And Aeondis has already been popped. Goes set to try and protect him, but the slows come out from the gush from Zai. They're body blocking him. He's got no man. He's gone. That's a triple kill from Matumba Man. Skidder's moving in now, but he has no Chrono. Please be careful. That's going to come out. The Dragon control. The Cookie Ball was both for the man. Skidder. BKB tries to turn around Matumba Man. Does blink out in time, though. They heal up Skidder, but his BKB has been used. They'll chase on the side to burst through him and bring him down quick enough. They're able to do it. And there is no buyback on Zai. He's 500 gold short. And with the DK back up, they feel confident to go into the pit and try and secure themselves in Aegis, Cheese, and Aghanims. And now the only person who has buyback available right now in this game is Nisha. He's a big liability. He gets out though. Now what is your plan though? Because for 5 minutes there is an Aegis on this void, and we saw the impact he can get out of these Chronos at this stage. He's gonna have it available again in 30 seconds, and by the time you fight next, I'm expecting Fire's probably gonna have that Aeon disc complete. He's only 900 gold out. So picking off the supports won't be as easy as it was that time around. I've never heard of before. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the ball's just slamming back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, like you give it to Fada, just make that egg unkillable. There's an option, or DK. I feel like DK is the clear one here. Like Baranya's been the big scary dragon. They're like, okay, now we're just gonna keep constantly scouting with these bulls. That's the plan now. Yeah, and you're running out of towers that can kind of like pivot time for it, right? Like it's not like you know, you haven't lost a lane yet and you can kind of just play the map on the outsides and dodge fights for 5 minutes. So you're gonna actually fight right now. Ravage, they go for the DK again, trying to burn through him. It's good, they get it. He's dead. They'll chase forward, looking for more. 33 activates the exorcism. They have already used the Ravage, so Zaya's gonna cut and run but be left behind. And they'll hope that that will be enough to offset any aggression from Mudgolems for 90 seconds. The problem is, they might feel somewhat obliged to go for an objective with that exorcism. It's just a matter of finding what that objective is going to be. Because there's still tier 2s on the outer lanes.
Radiant are scanning.
I am renewed.
I don't think Nisha knew how close he was to problems there. See, this was the plan. Super late game BKB 10 seconds. You can be golden for the entire duration of the chrono. You have to give them credit where credit is due on the way they've kind of manipulated these out lanes, though, right? Because if there's one thing, the comparison you got here is MUDGOLEMS. They've still got tier 1 standing mid, but Secret have kept these tier 2s in the outer lanes up. It's kind of been that different fixation, right? Is that Secret aren't in a situation where this game is over after one bad fight because they've always kept those outer lanes pushed in. And, you know, for all that power of the Aegis, at this rate, likely Mudgolems get 1 tier 2 out of it. You know, if there's a bad fight, maybe they can get into the base off the back of the kill. But it's likely what you can end up with here is Aegis will expire. You've taken out 1 tower, and Secret will just continue to push these outer lanes.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Big bad carries of this game do have similar buyback statuses as well, both being about 3 minutes out. So once that Aegis is gone, they're kind of on equal footing, or should be for most of it. I say that. Skidder has 8.7 thousand gold in his account. Jesus. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. It's going to be an Aghanim's. He's going to get the blessing as well. He's like, okay, so far, they keep killing someone with permastuns, so we'll just try and return that favor with our initiation.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Hard to find the opportunity, Nisha. Just scrum him a little bit.
Touché!
I mean, they just reload it. Yep. Yeah, expire in a few seconds. And the thing is, they use the Elder Dragon form as well. So they're kind of just sitting here feeling awkward right now. Aegis is about to expire. We've used Elder Dragon form. Like, what is the play? Right now, they're just kind of sitting there waiting for Nisha to make a mistake when he ball lightnings in. and in the end they're forced back because Man did show top for a moment. The repair kit is keeping that melee racks up in the meantime, but they're just proving it. It's kind of like Achilles' heel for MUDGOLEM. They're always looking back at this lane and going, don't want to give that over for free. Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
The problem they have right now is, Skit's not really the target of this primary initiation. It's always Baranya, and he's not going to be building Neon Disc. In fact, he's going for the Hyperstone. He's looking at completing the Bloodthorn.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
You're going to be very reliant on IO to kind of get you in position. So I think now Milan probably has his primary reload target when they look to engage, and he's going to have to stand near Skidder for most of it.
I'll take that.
Very hard to chain lock him before he can hit that button as well, because that Neon Disc will give him that, maybe millisecond window to just press one button and problem land for Secret.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
It's the cast range as well, because he's got that telescope. It's so easy for him to stay in the tree line and just fade ball like this, and always make his escape very easily. As he'll just TP out. It says, see ya. Again, Secret continue to buy large amounts of stocks in time. Only one person now in this game without buyback, and that's Skidder. And it won't be long before he's got his as well. And then you're kind of looking at going, okay, if you're talking about kind of equal footing, and then we resort to buybacks on both sides, who has the edge here? Bob moves win games. It's not often we see rapiers and we look and we go, oh, that's going to lose the game. I think at this stage, it's kind of a fair point, because you highlighted earlier, you don't really want to build an MKB as an anti. This would give you a way to get through that evasion that Skidder has, especially considering he took the level 25 backtrack.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Yeah, but now he knows they left it for a good reason, and I don't know if they can respond in time. That's going to be another Roche. This time there's a refresher, so, it's not just one chrono and then maybe we can play around the fight. You're probably going to have to deal with 2 chronos this time.
Radiant are scanning. Your shrine has fallen to the dire.
In before it's not. There we go. It's a tip for the waiter. They're like, well, we have fed well on this pit so far this game. Interesting to reveal themselves. They'll get out in time. Apparently, we're just going to go into the Benny Hills by 5 minutes again across the map, but I've got a feeling MUDGOLEM's impatience will lead them to just aggressively push an objective this time around. Poppy, oh no! Brian had a blink. Maybe it's one of those moments where you're looking elsewhere on the map, you're like, well, what's our next move? And then everyone's like, Brian, you're right next to you, dude. You got this one, I got the next. We'll still smash their way through the back door and get that bot tower. They are pretty spooky. Definitely buying a lot of time. He's still going towards that Lincoln bit. He's pretty far out. He does, of course, have his buyback. He doesn't want to have to use it, though. Nice drag to interrupt a little bit. They need to move away. Ball line in away before Skidder can use a chrono. They're still hunting, though. Zai has been slow, so it looks like he's going to go down. He does have buyback. We'll commit it straight away because they've got Exorcism in your base and a scary Black Dragon. But look who's back at it again. The Filthy Rat, the Timberman trying to just force them away from his base once more. And they do look back. On the tide. Yeah. But if he stuns people, they always stun for a while because he has got that timeless relic now. But it's just, you've got the clear weak point. He's now the only person who's brought back. And he's the weak. And we already highlighted, right? It's not like you can easily... Goodbye. But I was going to say, we already highlighted. It's not like you can easily now counter that by going, oh, we'll just make one of MUDGOLEM supports the weak point. DK really is your only option in this game. And I feel like MUDGOLEMs have kind of adjusted as well, right? Like, they're not leaving him alone anymore. Whee! Whee! You're right, this is the catapult. It's gonna be a problem. Jump in with the missile. Get up, being burst low. They can't get through him. They need to move away. He's got no mana, though. So he cannot chrono. They need to get through that first life. There's gonna be the heal that gives him the mana, though. They have to back up. Randy's down to half HP. It's a bit of liability. Jump in with the anti-mage. Goes for obviously on disc and moves away. They are playing them. They're juking and jiving and dragging them low. BKB forced out of Varanya. Nisha's still able to move away in time. They lose the IO. He's going to be brought down. Has got buyback. Dead for a long time as well. There it is. It's going to come out. Varanya. They jump in on Sandsmart as well. Skid's trying to go and egg on the side. Drag control is there. Boy not able to use the chrono. He's able to throw down the catch on the Nisha. They turn around the bigger target. Trying to burst through, but Timberman quick enough. He's surviving. Chrono did drop the other side of the fight though. Sans is good. They get rid of him. Oh, that comes out. Timberman, he needs to do something. He needs to do it right now. Skid still has a second life. Rabbit's going to be there from side. Back line. Trying to deal with them. Drags them in once more. Busting through them. Going to bring them low. They get rid of the DP. And they get rid of the DP and the Dragon Knight. And he's coming up into a world of pain. Skid is trying to move away, but it's looking bad for MUDGOLEMS now. Chrono's going to be the refresher. Turn around with Timberman. Brought down. Back control is good. Get him low. Anti-mage. Will he survive this? Needs the Manta. Can't move away. No! They get him! Down 425 seconds. Ball on the Nisha as well, but he gets away with the ball lightning. But now, MUDGOLEMS, they have the numbers to run this one home. Nisha trying to buy enough time. Buyback comes out from Yapsel, but who is going to kill Skidder now? Nobody. He's going to kill everything in front of him. He goes for the throne. They're trying to pick off the easy targets, but Sans comes out and Anisha. Control is good. The storm is gone. He does have buyback, but Skidder, he's got eyes on the prize, trying to end the game right now. Enough damage coming out, though, to slow them down. Yeah, you delay this, but it looks like we are getting the game free as MUDGOLEM strike back and bring the score to 1-1.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Enchantress.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Morphling.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Crystal Maiden.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Lena.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Void Incarnate. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Clockwork.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I speak for the
You may
tree.
now select your heroes.
Thank you, folks. And what a game 3 we've got here, Parker. You know, game 1 looked pretty dumb from Team Secret. MUDGOLEMS game 2, they went for this super late game scenario where they came out ahead. But is it me, or this time does it feel like they've switched around where Team Secret has a lot more scalability than MUDGOLEM?
Pull roots and run.
Anything else against lifesteal while we're at it? Yeah, it's kind of surprising to me that the clockwork got through. So we were kind of messaged a little bit when the drop was going on. It seemed like Secret had plenty of time to respond. Puppy, whoopsie. I mean, this is pretty smart because we haven't seen a skirmish like that so far in this series, right? There hasn't been like a first blood at runes type skirmish.
30 seconds.
Catching Secret off guard.
Not what you expected?
Don't run off.
Uh-oh. Mistakes have been made. Yapsor, it's going to be close. He might just get away with this as Zai is there.
battle begins.
Yeah, they couldn't stay on it. Oh, or maybe. Well on. Nope, he just made himself in. Yapsor. I mean, you could tip if you want at that point. That was a little bit greedy from the clockwork. Oh. No. Well, also, Puppy yoinked the rune, by the way. So they didn't even... Also, this Slardar now has leveled this Slivering Crush at level 1. It's not the worst thing to happen in the world, but it does mean you can't instantly just start pummeling in to scare him.
Wait up.
You can already, yeah, you can already see how they probably were going to play defensive anyway because it is a Shaker, right? When you think of Shaker, it's not this hero that in the dual lane setups is going to necessarily make many kills happen in the first few minutes.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Milan just kind of interfering in the mid lane because he actually dragged the creeps all the way across to there because Puppy was staying on him at all times. It is kind of that deceptive hero. I feel like CM, you know, it's a hero that's been slept on for a while, but... Ooh. No. It's fine. This won't hurt that much, right? Oh, God.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is the painful matchup. I think this is... I'd say this is probably one of the better supports you can actually choose against the Slardar, right? The panel hit on it, you can dispel the sprint, so really it's not much value in leveling that early as the Slardar. And usually the build right now seems to be to prioritize and max out the sprint first.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now, there is always gank potential, mind you, because it is Alina, right? So if you catch Branya a little bit too far forward, good place Fissure with rotation could pay off, but it almost feels like that's going to be the predictable thing in this game. This is what else can Yapsor really do in the early phases. We did say that's going to be key, the panel hit on the fact that Secret, they're going to need a little bit of time, but once they get going, you know, there's a lot of ability to fight, but also an ability to kind of pressure lanes and easily snipe out towers. Yeah, kind of... They'll just try and offset the pressure that Fighter's bringing, but that does now mean also you're going to have, you know, the Slardar kind of slowed down in terms of XP more. Do you think they'll be able to actually pressure Skiddo as free now, or is it kind of still going to be even because you do admittedly have this Shaker?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Although the pressure's on the app, they're bringing him low, not enough to finish him off though, and Fada actually needs to just plant a tree so he can block the path and move away. Let's get away with it. Mid lane so far is looking a little bit better for Lina. I say a little bit. 13 denies on Baranya. He wants the rune. Yeah, he wants the rune. That's why he's done it, because he's got the haste. So he can just yoink one away. And he gets to get the LSA out. I don't know if it's enough to bring Nisha down. It is. Level 3 Dragon Slave. He gets it.
The seeds of
A little bit cocky from Nisha as well. I thought he would have just hit the morph and then waveform there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, and Poppy. Oh no, the core as well.
Has been killed.
Okay, that's painful. There you go, Poppy. Thought I killed him. And Zai now in trouble as well. Or is it Skidder? The Apps was trying to move across, but the damage was negligible with a level 1 enchant home. A nice Wrath of Nature to snipe out the kill in the end from the Timberman. A little bit back and forth. Yeah. Nisha's... I was going to say Nisha's definitely suffering as well. Like, look at the net worth difference now between them. It's 1,000 difference already. But let's look at it like this, right? Last game, he had an amazing start as a Storm Spirit. Then mainly through, like, item choices, it kind of got worse and worse for him. So maybe this is like the reverse. If he starts off rough, and it's up from here, and Nisha will just like constantly improve. When you start at the bottom, there's only one place to go. He's at the bottom of the cores in net worth, at least. There's a rotation. I don't think a level 2 CM is going to work. They know about the ward, at least. Any more top. They're moving.
There we go.
Zai, he's been jumped on, but Timberman, he joins him in here. They turn around the Skidder and bring him down. Now the stun follow-up is good in the clockwork. Control looks nice, but the root's going to come out onto Zai to try and bring him down. With Timberman, with the Wrath of Nature bouncing through, Milan's going to get a big chunk of damage. There's enough for the Nature's Prophet to get a double kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I don't know, 33 in that situation feels trapped in that bot lane. Because that's the difference, right? Is when you're in that status quo, yeah, this voice spirit's getting a lot of early gold, but it's much easier for Timberman to find impact in the first 10, 15
Radiant's
minutes in
bottom
this game.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of rotating in general because Baranya, he just completed the boots of travel though on the way out as well. So it will be about that kind of quick mobilization where, yeah, secret, they could always have Matsuma Man just pushing out and arriving. But when you've got something like the Morphling, you're not ready for that 5-on-5 engagement at these early points.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Speaking of speed, I try and sliver in, and they will not be able to get him. He's at least cross paced up, so they know where he is. They just want to zone him out. It looks like they could push on this tower with Matumba Man being here. That's freed up the other lanes, though. You can already see that Baranya, he just kind of dictates mid. Nisha's more or less in the jungle half the time. Now 33 will go top. Zai indeed. Stun gets dodged out by the Dissimulate. A lot of burst damage, bringing him low. Not enough, though. Now the Fisher turnaround Wrath of Nature gets them low. They're in retreat. Able to get away, though. Man once again just offsetting their aggression. Uh-oh. Cue Jaws theme tune music right now. She's speedy. She's dangerous. She got a lot of burst. Yapsol gonna be brought down. Only one they'll get for it, though. And it looks like Zai hasn't got TP for 15. They're pinging it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. They get Zai top in the meantime. And it looks like they'll be able to get the Timberman bot as well as they just chase onto him. The body blocks are good. They've got LSA again. He can't sidestep it, so getting pick-offs on both sides of the map.
Got a light?
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And
Dire's bottom
oh no.
tower is under
Yeah, he's
attack.
gonna stay that way.
Burning up.
He just wanted to stack. They knew it as well. Like after those kills, they go, okay, room control's completely in our hands. And then,
My master.
up to a 2k net worth lead. It's just they need to find a way to convert these into towers at some point, right? That was the critical weakness that was highlighted in their draft. Skidder, a lot of pressure onto him, but it's just a life stealer. You need at least one more hero to ever really make him scared.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's reached level 4. Will he commit to being the aura? Probably. I think the standard build is you usually max out Arcane Aura, maybe like 2 points in Crystal Nova, I want to say. From what I've been seeing recently.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And this is kind of the key thing is around those 5-minute marks when you got the catapult as well. Like that's where
Radiant's
Secret like to
middle
keep
tower is
balling
under
up.
attack.
This time around, MUDGOLEMS, they go for the trade in the bot lane. But it wouldn't be surprising if next time when those Kali waves arrive, they'll just look to counterattack wherever Secret go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Coming in.
Meanwhile, Puppy is still holding the point. I've been curious on this one. He's level 4, but he hasn't committed into one way or the other here. It's like... He's like, well, I'm getting max mana as it currently is. I mean, I'm Gucci. I don't get more value out of leveling that spell. Meanwhile, VODS, he has made his choice on what's going to be next. We're not going to see some cheeky Ags rush. I mean, it is a decent game for it, but he's going for the Euros instead. Anyone top? The Timberman. Gone. Oof. I mean, MUDGOLEMS, this response, like, it's just a SWAT response team. You know, you phone the helpline, they're there in a few minutes. And it's actually punishing Secret a lot here. And I guess, like, the more I'm just looking at this draft, it's always I'm just looking at Nisha. I'm like, well, when's the Morphling going to be ready? And will it be too late? And speaking of lifesteal, he's got the armor coming out now as well, so just probably looking to fight even more. I'm expecting likely a Deso would be good for Skitter after this. That would address what we talked about, the issue of taking towers not being there.
Radiant are scanning.
And it's up.
And now they're going to be food. Instead, quick shot in, controls them off, and they just runs Eye down. He's meanwhile, the pings in the mid lane, they see Nisha as well.
To the fire.
They'll back away in time though. They just want to make sure he doesn't get any value elsewhere on the map while they're getting these kills. This is getting more and more curious. Like, this is the thing. I kind of kept clicking. I'm like, by 5, he'll make a choice. We're back here again. It's like, by 6, will he make a choice? I'd be interested to see what the kind of average like breakdowns are in terms of build. Bot lane, Yapso does get caught out.
Not what you expected.
Puppy looks. He goes, well, you know, if I'd skilled anything, it wouldn't have helped there. Just gonna keep farming creeps. Don't. There's a flicker in my eye.
Gotcha.
I mean, to be honest, most of the heroes shouldn't really be running out of mana. I guess that's what... Like, he's kind of leaning on it, like... I mean, they shouldn't be running out of mana. I mean, my mana pool feels really small. Frostbite gets more expensive. He's just rushing a BKB, by the way. Well, that's happening, Slardar. Still desperately trying to get something cheaper in the Blink Dagger. This was clearly the plan. Puppy's like, look, this is the safe area of the map, but it belongs to me. BKB really crucial. You guys go risk your lives on the lanes. I mean, I don't think anything is as offensive in this game as what's offensive to CM players, which is now he's level 6 and he still hasn't leveled a spell. I mean, maybe he's just respecting Fire. He's like, Fire is such a mastermind that if he saw me cast a spell, he'd know whether I've gone for like the Frostbite or the Crystal Nova, and I don't want to give that away. All right, I want to catch him off guard in a fight with it. Bam. Either that, or Puppy is like, he's kind of reminiscing the old days where he could level stats and he just keeps trying to click stats and it's not working. Jesus. Oh.
Dire
And Milan was doing some fancy things with the hook shot. Didn't really pay off in any meaningful way, which means he'll have to just back away. He has already got drums on this clockwork, though. Everything about the way that this team is building is about that. How do we just accelerate this? It's escalation time, and MUDGOLEMs feel it. Kind of feel sorry for Zai right now. Yeah, almost has the blink, and then you just look at Zai, and he's barely shifted more than 200 gold since we checked in on him a few minutes ago.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I was thinking because it's slightly cheaper on the mana, that's why he didn't level it up when he was farming creeps. But I mean, it would make sense, right? Because you don't get extra damage against creeps by leveling.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Big brainless. Now he's going bot. There is an infest. TP's coming in. Problem is, I don't know if Timmerman wants this. He jumps straight in, and it's a little bit of troll. Puppy does get the ultimate off. He should have blocked him in. But Timmerman, Sprout will get him away from Skidder and from the clockwork. Now Skidder in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have any raise. They're going to move in with the Morphling, able to burst him down and kill him off. They do lose the Slardar elsewhere. But big brain play coming out from Secret. I mean, he is. Yapsil's now got his blink. He's like, well, good job, buddy. You kept him off me, and now I'm going to carry the game as a shaker.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Seeing if Varani gets a bit too cocky here. Problem is Remnants were down, so they got spotted out. They just pinged the blink. They know about it. I'm excited to see what this Shaker can do, though, because it has been someone that's been kind of, talked about a lot in panels, right, and in kind of graphs is, oh, it's a little bit too slow. We want something a bit easy to execute as a 4 or like a little bit quicker. And this hero requires space and a blink dagger and doesn't really pressure on the first few levels. Yeah, if there's anyone who's going to pull it off, probably Team Secret with this more kind of greedy approach to their 4-5 roles. Milan. This is the thing. Clockwork counters the Shaker. Instead, they go for Timberman. Catching on the Fissure to try and cut off, but he's too close. Sprout will push him further away now. He stands his ground, but they can cut through and kill him off. Courtesy of the Void Spirit. Now, so far, these Blinks not really getting any value. They're just giving me full retreat, which means they're going to give away this tower, and they know it.
Fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And this is the big worry, right? Like, we're just bigging up this Shaker, but you are always against this Clockwork. I mean, he didn't go from that time, and we saw how that cute play with the Sprout and Fissure worked to their advantage down bot, but it seems MUDGOLEM's already adjusting. Not to mention 33, who is just about 1,000 gold away from having the axe. And yeah, Morph now has the Manta, but of course you have 2 silencers, so you can just force out the Manta for the first silence and then still burst him.
Dire are scanning.
Zai? No. They ping him. It's too late.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Read it too clearly. He gets all the way away, and yeah, you get a bounty room. You were really hoping for that kill, especially with Branya having almost 12k net worth at the 20-minute mark. I thought they wouldn't be quick enough. They found the Alpha Wolf, and with this Lina being this higher level, hitting this hard, it's not going to take them long. MUDGOLEMs extend their lead further now to 7,000, and they've got an Aegis in the hands of Skidder.
Are fortified.
This map is going to get very scary very fast for Secret. You know, the other thing is, last game they kind of dragged this out with this split pushing the out lane, and this game we've already seen it's much harder for them to do that because MUDGOLEMs are much better at rotating.
Illusion.
And it's up.
The good news for Secret at least is so far these hook shots don't really seem to be landing. No. Yeah, and that's the pressure that the MUDGOLEMs had to know was going to be there. You know, it was talked enough about in the draft. We all saw it, that while Secret do have this delay on their fuse, when they explode, it's going to be pretty painful. But so far, MUDGOLEMs, you know, they're keeping it under lid.
With us.
Sparta actually scared Nisha enough that he didn't even finish off the mid tower, which is surprising because they can easily deny this now if they want to. There we go. I was wondering if we were going to see the not balanced water boy in action. I mean, it's even after the nerfs, it still feels powerful. It's still fun to see as well. Like I always talk about Shaker having the funnest ags in the game. Ooh. He is. He just needs a way to get next to the targets as well. Luckily, so far, kind of MUDGOLEMs have been running at them so hard that they already arrive next to him. But I have a feeling they'll adjust as soon as he has magic immunity on his side. Zooming in. Hook shot. It's on the mark this time. Zai will once again. He doesn't even bother to move. He's like, I'm done. Space for YapzOr to live is what we'll call that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
It really does feel like this series as it's gone on, Zai has just been more and more the sacrificial lamb. Compared to game 1, where, you know, like very, very big, very scary. Game 2, kind of tanking the big late game ganks. And now game 3, they don't even wait to late game before they make him tank all the ganks.
Is under attack.
Neither's YapzOr. They found him. The rocket flare spotted him out. And they'll just burst them down.
Radiant's top
And while that's
tower
happening, they
has
do get the tier 2 as well. So it's not like they were wasting time. They split up and looked for clues, and they came out much richer.
More fuel for my fire.
Yeah. At least the good thing for Secret in that situation is that they are quite heavily into the right-click damage, right? It's not like you got this E-Blade Morphling, so the Glimmer Cape doesn't completely
Dire's
destroy your
bottom
ability
tower is
to
under
burst down
attack.
heroes, but it is going to be quite the boon for Mudgolems nonetheless.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Uh-oh. Oh, Milan, he's going in. Hookshot deep. Talks onto multiple heroes here. Niche has to move out the coach to lead side behind to bash up with a life steal. Reinforcements do arrive. They'll cut through and bring down the Slardar and move forward on the Puppy. The stance goes out to 33, but he's so tanky. They have to back away. They at least got the clockwork for their troubles in return, but they're going to lose more. Puppy gets brought down as well. And they're turning to a bigger target. They just found the golden goose as Nisha, caught out and away from safety, will be burst low. And they finish him off, though. They're trying to cut him off. Remnant is going to be there on the Yapso instead. They'll be able to eliminate him. He at least saves the life of Nisha,
Radiant's
but
middle
each time this kind of
tower is
happens,
under
each time you're throwing a meal to the Mudgolems,
Are scared.
you got to question what for.
Radiant's middle tower
how?
has fallen.
Yeah, no, he's just kind of running back and forth now. Kind of decapitating Secret Hero, cracking their skull open, just pouring the blood into his bloodstone. And it's scary. I mean, they don't really have the means to punish him either. It's not like they have, for example, Void Spirit that could just quickly, you know, poke at you, maybe catch you out of position. The heroes that Secret have are very much, the moment you're in, you're committed. Oh, I love me some support Slardar. Is Puppy playing it? Oh. Hey, this is impressive. You know, last game he was level 13 at 39 minutes in. He's already level 10 at 26. It's one improvement. Oh, Zai, no. No, not again. The hook shot in. They find something a little fishy. Right now, Zai feels about as useful as a level 9 Magikarp. Moving in. Puppy cut off from his retreat, but they can't really do anything against Bo3. Light Strike Array is a whiff, but Puppy almost dead just to the damage. We'll throw out the Frostbite. There is a stance as well on the Skidder. They're bursting low. They're able to get through him in time. Good kill. We'll offset the aggression, but Mudgolems looking to just move away quickly now. Secret, I'm not sure if they've really got many resources left to kind of aggress with now that the Echo Slam's on cooldown.
Pull roots and run.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, now the important question.
Not what
Was
you
that kill worth more than Zai? It was.
Dire's
It was,
bottom tower
it was,
has fallen.
it was worth over double more. Yes, but it's not a good kill, but nobody's going to come and save him.
Regeneration.
Looks like Milan is going for me done all the work, me nap time now. He has actually queued up the Ags, and you know, we've seen these hook shots are getting better and better as the game goes on, and are quite frankly already a scary point when he only has one.
Money to burn.
Yeah, it's really clean so far as well. None of this, oh, I assisted with a kill. 12-0-0. Anything he touches dies. He's been making quite a name for himself on this team. You know, people that kind of came in, they're like high hopes for Fada, 33, you know, Milan, he was Skidder. But then Baranya, of course, he's been on kind of these tier 2, tier 3 teams a lot. And finally getting his chance to shine. Gives the rest of his team something to live up to. And so far this game, Same's going for 33, really good performance. 305 on the Void Spirit. Of course, he did take a lot of time to kind of farm up, realize Baranya was creating that space, but he's at a spooky point because, you know, there is a BKB queued up on Zai, but with the rate he's been gaining gold, there's going to be a few more opportunities to exploit the fact he has no protection.
And it's off.
Both teams thinking about Roche. It's up in
Radiant's
45
courier
seconds.
has
Not that they
been
know the
killed.
specific time, but they want kills. Milan goes in with the Infest bomb out straight away. The hook shot on the Puppy, he's gone. No chance to use the BKB. And now we're seeing the counter side going for a rush BKB. Both in the high ground. Drags the terrain and goes away. TP out is successful by Morphling, but I think that was a core Slardar that just got 2 or 3 tap there. And now they could just rush. Nothing too big. Hey, look at it like this. They've still got the 10-second BKB to play with on the Crystal Maiden. The Timberman is desperately trying to make something happen here. He has the BKB in. He will get the kill and TP away. But my god, the damage! Alright, that was a little bit too close for comfort right now. But Timberman's probably making some uncomfortable noises. Timberman right now looking good. Would a 4-star be good on me? It seems to just about get me away. But no, he needs some sort of big impact. He's going towards that Hex next. The problem is when you pick at Nature's Prophet, you don't really pick it to be trailing at this point in the game. That's very clearly the case. Sure, you know, you're ahead of the Lifestealer and the Void Spirit, but Baranya is the true raid boss in this game. Going for an MKB next.
Has been killed.
But it is very quick. They need to get across quick. Clockwork's not here yet. 33 jumps in, controlling Nisha. Trying to cut the fight. BKB out Puppy pretty early here. He'll commit the ult now. Luckily, he does not get bashed by Roche there, but there's no damage. It's complete waste. They might just have to give this over now. There's no way they can fight this. Secret. Very paranoid and quick on the buttons to their detriment here. Hook shot. Oh, Milani goes in. He catches them. Puppy being brought low side as well. No chance to do anything. Laguna on the side to zap down the targets, but Timberman's going to be burst through and killed off. Skinner with a BKB to run away. More will go in FIFA. The LSA off the mark. Oddly from Baranya. Milan is able to get in the pit. Doesn't quite get denied by Roche. No bashes, thankfully, for him. Yapsel does go down to 33 in the meantime as he's dancing around the backside of the fight. Moving in. Oh, can they get him, though? He's so fast still. The net's going to come out. No LSA. We'll buy some time. 33's on his way. Nice stun. Control's good. A lot of goal gain. BKB comes out from a Timberman. Moving away from 33. Buyback's going to be there from Baranya, though. Look at the green gates in the fight. Skidder. Your target looks on the side. Stun's going to come out, but the control is not good enough to save his life. That's going to be his dieback. They have to retreat after a well-fought effort. Mudgolems, yes, they do have to commit a big buyback, but now they're going to have a second life for Baranya in a different form.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He is. The key here is they have to kind of split the fight a bit, right? When Baranya's not in range, they can kind of, you know, simplify the mass here. We kill this one, then move on to the next. But it's just the worry if you get caught out with Lifestealer and the Lina on top of you, life isn't as simple anymore. Now with the Aegis and Cheese, yes, they did commit those buybacks, but they have some sort of buffer zone against, you know, feeding this lead away.
Radiant are scanning.
They find Puppy again. BKB just trying to stay alive. Movement in is good though. 33 gets the kill. Makes his way out. He did pop his A on this. They're going to actually punish him for this. Vardar stun. Not exactly what you're looking for, but the control looks like it's good enough to bring 33 down. Milan will also be punished for this. LSA slows down the approach, but like you said, Nisha's becoming a problem. Secures another head. Buyback comes out from 33. They're trying to punish Nisha now. He has got the raise though. Able to move away for the moment. Turned on to Farda. Has got enough right click to do this. Yes, he has. Gets another. Moves away. MUDGOLEMS, they are starting to realize that Nisha may be a bigger problem than they originally anticipated.
Regeneration.
My waters rise.
And there is kind of a question of how do you deal with him at this rate, right? Like, you know, usually you say, okay, someone like our core is going to be able to Skadi, but that's not really the case. You've got 2 going for MKB, and you still have this issue of staying on top of Nisha. That is the real crux in the plan here. Is how do you stay on top of this Morpho? No, maybe at 1,000 gold when Milan has Axe, but I feel like he needs to keep buyback in this game as well, now that the cores are all a big liability having buyback themselves.
With flair.
Come on, the Aegis hasn't got too long left on it either, so the kind of worrying part for MUDGOLEMS is off the back of this Aegis, the way you kind of pin these fights, and with those buybacks, you're probably thinking about the scenario where you could have got a lane. But now you're going to lose that Aegis soon. You're going to have buybacks on cooldown for a few more minutes, and that would be Secret's time to strike.
This'll come in handy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Nice. Also, Man going for the Satanic almost has it complete at this point, so just kind of getting rid of the weaknesses. Like we said, this is a 2-core lineup now anyway. Ooh.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As I say, probably it's going to be the Void Spirit, because I don't think Baranya wants to drop this with a Shaka at this point in the game. After the exposed weakness of his last fight, proving he can actually die.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now this is kind of the careful point. MUDGOLEMS, the best thing they can do now is the next 2-3 minutes, you just kind of try and keep the map pushed on the Secret side, grab your next item, then look for a fight when you have buybacks. Because the reality is at this stage in the game, Secret could push your base quick. However, easy pick off on the Yaps or caught out pushes. said, these hook shots been getting better and better, and I believe he just got something shiny and new and it's on its way. Ag's on its way out in the courier. Very unkillable as well. Oh, this one. Sometimes when you have to go for a nap after the overclock, you feel a little bit scared for your well-being, but in this game, it's just chill.
Radiant are
Just sit there, let your team follow up on the anarchy you've caused. Speaking of which, he is looking to be a little bit more archaic here. Hook shot off the mark. They don't know. Well, he thinks they don't know about the Ags. The problem is this ward here would have spotted out, so they now know that he has 2 hook shots to work with.
Here.
Wow. And a flicker. Not bad. Hey, man, he... At least he's kept his third position in terms of net worth, at least on Team Secret. Staying ahead of Puppy despite his fervent farming in the early stages of the game. I'm still concerned about Fada, who has decided, wait, I'm sprinking pretty hard right now. I think it's time to convert my build a bit, as he's now got the Hurricane Pike.
A soldier's fortune.
Bounty.
Dire are scanning.
Incoming.
Hook shot in. They found Zai again. When will they let him be? He has a BKB. He swims real fast, but he does not want any of this. That's a defensive BKB if I've ever seen one.
Thank you.
And it's off.
But at least for once, he gets to live. That's all that matters here. By the way, pretty good game to have a flicker in. Like, usually it's the dispel value, but if you get cogsed, you have a secondary means of getting out of them. Does allow him to move like a race car in this game, of course, as well. Right now, it's kind of like a back and forth skirmishing. Like Secret, they're just skirmishing for creeps, but Mudgolems, they're looking for heads because Roche could be up soon. In fact, it's up in 30 seconds time. You have to be aware of this. This TP, ooh, no, that TP, dangerous. He throws out the hex, but they're able to get away. And I don't think he realizes just how close that was to backfiring hard. Hook shot in. They're going to punish him now, though. They jump on top of him. BKB gets activated. But Superman trying to heal up the Satanic, able to do so on the other side of the fight. Use control comes out. Toy Spirit trying to move away. Has to actually charge away from this fight. Zai goes in with the BKB on top of Rania. They found him. They move forward with the waveforms. They need the back. They'll get it. So lock stun is good. They have lost with Superman, but if they give Rania a be worth a flyback comes out to the nature of Rania now in a lot of trouble. LSA buys him a bit of time. Reinforcements do it right, but he goes down. Dead for 125 seconds. 33 with a 4th damage. Stun control comes out, though. They've got the corrosive haze out to him. Yours to dispel it. In the meantime, Nisha trying to turn around at a different target. Does get the kill in the end, though. They've got rid of 5-3. Stun is good on the far as well. The follow-up damage is too much as Nisha is taking over not only this fight, but this entire game as they're going to wipe everyone on the side of Mudgolems. Zai, the flicker, buys a little bit of time. They'll get Skitter in the end. It did cost them the Slardar, but now they can go into the pit and secure a big advantage over Mudgolems. He's not quite full. Yeah, okay, you see what he's got coming now? That's when you're in full raid boss mode. Not only do you dish out the clicks, but you can keep up because, of course, we are going to see some friendly neighborhood enchant toteming from the Moonflame.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
That's very polite. You say no a lot. That's 0 buybacks on the side of Mudgolems. They're doing it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It really is.
Structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle
Wow.
tower has fallen.
I mean, that secret bouncing back, you know, you said anticlimactic. I think most people would have probably preferred game number 2 was the final one to decide this series, but Team Secret, I mean, it was a formidable fight around the Roche pit. Afterwards, they do not wait around at all. And that's